Really awesome to watch the artillery land with the city in the background. Hitting that convoy nicely. Hello guys, and welcome to episode 11 of the Left Hook campaign in WARNO, playing on the NATO side. Previously we had probably one of the best single player battles I've ever had in WARNO. A awesome tank battle near Lebanon. Really fun. If you missed it, go back and check it out. But today we're going to be looking at the rest of the units that have action points and potentially making more attacks. I'm not sure there is really too many more to make, but we'll have a good look. And then we'll move on to the next turn where they will maybe attack us. So plenty to do today. I did have concerns about the length of the campaign. Of course, we're only on turn 4 out of 21, but zoomed out here, you can see that they are getting very thin on the ground. Now, I expect there to be some reinforcements coming up that we're going to have to deal with after the fact, but once most of these big tank units are dealt with on the front line, then I think we're going to be just running straight into Göttingen Castle, skipping through turns quite quickly. So it's going to get to a point where it really does snowball. We're going to be able to auto-resolve lots of total victories, and yeah, it should be a pretty simple campaign from that point forwards. But for now, things are far from simple. We do need to see if we can make any more moves. So up here, I kind of want to adjust like so. I'm just going to move that one forwards so that it takes the brunt of any attacks from this direction. And then we'll leave those as is. Here at Beverungen, I don't think there's anything else I really want to do. Actually, this unit can attack, but it is 3 out of 6 fatigue. And if it were to attack, it would be on 5 out of 6 fatigue. And then next turn, they might attack us and it would disorganize us, even if we were to win, I think. So, yeah, that's probably not a good idea. We'll let them just attack us next turn. Here is an interesting one. I'm actually going to move back the Pioneer Battalion, just so that they don't get caught out by the tanks there. And that way we can force the reinforcements to be the Royal Tank Regiment, which we're not going to move. I think the rest is done. Yeah, it looks like the front line's pretty much secure for the time being. 1 or 2 of these tank units are likely to attack us, I think. Let's see what happens as we move on to the next turn. So a lot of the units that are going to be low on fatigue, they will likely just kind of move away from the front line. That tends to be how the AI does things. But we're actually starting here with the defense of Beverungen at Bad Karlshafen. Okay. Well, this is going to be a spicy battle. They are committing their helicopters. They brought up some guards with more T-80s, and these are a lot of T-80 BVs. We have our Leopards ready to go. I just need to choose what I'm going to back myself up with. I think the Aufklärungs Battalion would be good if it had more recon. But it actually doesn't have much recon. The Panzergrens are really not a good choice either. Okay, this Panzer Battalion, probably a good choice. They have 5 units of Aufklärer, and we can bring in... Yeah, we'll bring in the leader unit of the British as well as our auxiliary. We can bring in artillery from the Panzer Artillery Battalion, which should be relatively up to scratch. And we do have the potential to bring in some aircraft. I am worried, however, about anti-air. But the Harriers could be really useful here. Let me just double check their AA capability. So they're going to have, what, 9 Iglas there, Strela Borusa. These helicopters, there is some air-to-air helicopters. They've got multiple Mi-24Vs with air-to-air capabilities. That is actually 8 Mi-24Vs with Iglas. And then this tank unit has Tunguska Strela. I don't know if it's necessary. The only reason that I can see it be better to use is so that we start with 65 command points to get 10 command points per minute. It would make it easier to defend. Without it, they have a big advantage, so they'll fully commit. I think we do that. Alright, let's tactical battle, and we'll jump on in. This is going to be not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Maybe I cooked that a little too low. 13 attack meant that they only committed that one guards unit and the artillery. Okay. So, how do we want to do this? I think since it's only going to be the one guards unit, there's not really going to be that many tanks to deal with. But I am still going to go all out on my tanks. I think the way to do it is to get all of the leopards here on the right hand side with a leader, and we'll do a leader here with all the leopards on this side, and then we'll grab the Aufklärer that I specifically wanted from this unit, and we'll just spread them about a little bit. I will just make sure those are more or less unloaded immediately. I wonder how far up we can get here, though. There's also potential for me to use this city with some infantry, if I have any, to kind of hold that position. And we've got the SAS there. We've got lots of rifles. I also have these field supply points. What I'll do is I'll put them next to this road. I think I'm going to do rifles into the town instead. We should have plenty of time to get up there.
I'm listening.
And I'll have to bring in some supply for those. Yeah, that seems like the best bet.
We'll deploy at this position.
Okay. Couple Bedford supply trucks.
Fresh delivery en route.
We'll have this Aufklärer move to the left side.
Dort müssen wir hin.
And I'll bring in another recon
I'm all ears.
that can keep an eye on roads from there.
Feierabend bewegen.
And then what I'm going to do with all of these tanks
Ready to
is
transport.
put them on the main highway instead. And we'll push up there with this Aufklärer. So that Aufklärer can just rock up onto here somewhere.
Fahrer,
Now I have one on that side, and I'll have another one
neue
for
Befehle.
this side. If I can get to this tree line, that'd be really good, but got to be really careful I don't overextend. We'll actually have this one
Koordinate absitzen.
unload in the corner
Ich höre,
there.
Herr Hauptmann.
Okay,
Jawohl, Hauptmann.
let's launch the battle, see how we get on. So I brought in all of these field supply points just because I might want to use some of this M109 artillery. We'll cap this nice and quick, we'll cap that quick. I think we'll probably just go for a conquest victory, win nice and quickly as well. Morale victory might be nice. It would allow us to destroy this guards unit. The other nice thing about this battle is it sucks that they're not bringing in the tanks with it, so we don't get this like big awesome battle, but it is leaving them with a lot of these like big tank battalions that are quite vulnerable on their own.
Der Kommandant begrüßt Sie an Bord.
Like if they had committed the helicopters, the guards unit, and the tanks
Neue Befehle.
all at the same time, then we'd be in for a very, very tough battle.
Achtung! Waffen klar zum Gefecht. Jawohl.
Let's pull into position here.
Achtung!
Good. Alright, let's move the Aufkadder over.
Brauchen Sie ein paar Augen oben, Kommandant?
I'm gonna have to move this one up as well.
Ziele sind eindeutig. Bewegung.
Gute Arbeit, Wegschützen.
Alright, let's push forwards. Bunch of conkers. Interesting.
Geht der!
Gute Arbeit, Wegschützen. Neue Befehle? Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
I'm going to definitely need some supply here.
Einsatzbereit. Ausweichen.
Let's just pull back. There's no point in letting those TATBs just hit us from range for free. Also here, I need to pull back.
Feind gesichtet.
Because whilst we do want to
Rückwärts Marsch.
engage these TATs, I can't really do it in the open into cover. And they're going to be driving through cover there, so that's not a good idea.
My pleasure, sir.
Feind gesichtet.
My Aufkadder on the left died.
Well done, guys.
Interesting. Right, let's have these just move here manually. How do I want to deal with that? I think we'll bring up a couple scouts maybe further back.
Bravo. Feind gesichtet. Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört.
Es ist mir eine Ehre, die Männer anzuführen.
Radiocheck. Höre Sie klar und deutlich. Feind gesichtet.
Okay, there is like a quite a big contingent of forces on the left side. I say big. One TAT and one BRM.
Oder Kommandant? Ara, langsam rückwärts Marsch.
Langsam vor, aber seid schussbereit.
Alright, managing like multiple tank engagements at the same time is
Langsam rückwärts Marsch.
not always preferable. Let's just make sure that I bring up some supply for the mid. And we are going to want to make sure that I have some heavy tanks heading to the left side.
Zerstört.
My pleasure, sir. Glad to see somebody knows where we're going.
Good kill actually. Taking out that leader.
Führungsfahrzeug bereit.
Not a fan of my leader here being out in front.
Alpha an alle. Funküberprüfung. Komme. Erschossen. Keine Munition mehr. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
Oh no, not a bailout. Oh, it's so bad.
Gute Arbeit, Wegschützen. Erschossen. Keine Munition mehr.
On the leader as well, of all things. Why has it gotta be like that?
I'm all
Alright, let's unload this. These supply trucks are gonna have to do a little bit of a runner here because we have the units coming up behind us. Interestingly enough.
Wohl, Hauptmann. Gute Arbeit, Wegschützen. Keine Munition mehr. Wohl, Hauptmann.
It means we're gonna have a supply that like goes right up next to that unit. We'll have to push heavy, quite heavy on the TAT as well. Where's my recon here? It's kind of sad I can't see that. Just make sure we don't get side shot by that. Alright, that's probably dead. Oh no, and in the middle as well. Oh, we got baited trying to save that. Really sad.
My pleasure, sir. Driving at full speed.
Okay, well, let's just pull back, get those fixed up. Maybe, just maybe, they'll let me fix up the Leopard 2A3. I doubt it, unfortunately, because it's under fire by the Motorstrauki. No, it's gone. Alright, well, let's get these into cover.
What you need, Captain? Marsch, aber achten Sie auf unsere Flanken.
Okay, good.
Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft?
Just park up a couple leopards there to deal with any more flanking units. These two can head to the mid with the Spartan. And we'll keep the scout moving up on that left side.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, that was really rough. We've lost like 3 leopards. And that Bedford went down trying to fix that. That bailout was rough. Really rough. Sometimes RNG gonna get you. Still doing pretty well kills wise. We should probably invest in some artillery. I would definitely help out quite a lot right now. Especially for dislodging the units in this tree line. So we'll get my artillery battalion in.
Artillerie zu Diensten.
I'm actually going to move the Spartan
Enemy spotted.
over to the leopards here so that we can spot for those.
Oder, Kommandant?
Still holding a pretty sizable conquest lead as well.
Feuerunterstützung bereit.
Let's go ahead and
Gibt's nicht.
make sure we just start arting this area.
Feind gesichtet.
So many tanks on this right side.
Panzer einsatzbereit. Alpha an alle. Punktüberprüfung. Kommen. Volltreffer. Wir sind
Good kill.
Abwehr, verdammt. Wo ist unsere Sicherung?
And there goes the artillery. If there is anything in that tree line, then they'll be forced to move under fire.
Enemy spotted.
There should be some decent damage. The rifles fighting in the town here, in the city, I guess it is, specifically. That's actually a T-80 leader. Oh, the one shot, nice.
Wo brauchen Sie uns, Kamerad? Nicht schießen! Wir geben auf! Wo brauchen Sie uns, Kamerad? Enemy spotted.
Gonna move a couple of these supply into positions where we can resupply smokes in situations like that.
Aufspüren und vernichten. Platoon forward.
Ah, shame we didn't get it before it unloaded.
Out of ammo! We've got him! He's on the engine. We're moving. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet. Well done, guys. Alpha an alle.
Easy side shot.
Kommen.
Still misses. Classic.
Jawohl, Hauptmann. At your orders. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
Alright, good hit.
What do you need, Captain? Fresh delivery en route.
They're actually moving a lot of vehicles over here.
We can't take it anymore.
Okay, I mean, it's the reason I set up a bunch of rifles here. They have the Law 80s. The Law 80 has 20 penetration, 65% accuracy with their veterancy. So we should be able to deal with T-80s pretty well.
You have orders, Captain? Oh, I'm hit. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
We have the supply to back them up as well. Oh, absolutely ruined. Really nice city engagement for us.
Got him. Zu Befehl.
I will continue to kind of take it easy for now. Get my artillery
Feuermission.
to paste this
Overkill gibt's nicht.
free line again.
Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört.
We'll grab some more recon for the right side.
range, so are we. Keine Munition mehr! Wir fokussieren.
Good hits. The artillery landing on the top side there is also getting some good damage in. Looks like we're going to take out another T-80. The T-80 is advancing without recon, really hurting them.
Artillerie bezieht neuen Verfügungsraum.
Looks like this could be a good target for the artillery.
Nur Flächenziel. Wir machen uns auf den Weg. Ready, sir.
See if maybe I can move up the Spartan here and the Leopards just to see anything ahead of us. I need another recon unit here really as well.
Well done, guys.
Fahrer, dort müssen wir hin.
Yeah, this is going to be a nice hit for our artillery. We're aiming at the BRM right now.
Bravo 1, hier Bravo.
We could also hit that T-80 afterwards if that stays stationary.
Volltreffer, Ziel zerstört. Radio check, höre Sie klar und deutlich. Rückwärts.
I don't know if it's worth like forcing that engagement. Probably not.
Gute Arbeit.
Oh, the T-80 moved forwards. Oh, here we go. Artillery. Landing. Oh, the Ural just cooked off. Very cool. Really awesome to watch the artillery land with the city in the background. Hitting that convoy nicely.
One less enemy.
Another leader going down.
Andrew, get there!
Alpha an alle. Punktüberprüfung, kommen.
We've got him!
Out on ammo.
Only 29
Fahrer, langsam rückwärts machen.
kills left to go.
Nothing else fun for this afternoon.
Bring up a couple of Bedford supplies there.
To supply. One less enemy.
Ooh, rocket artillery. Where's that going?
Enemies.
We'll make sure to counter battery that.
Full throttle. Wilco, out.
Volltreffer, Ziel zerstört. Panzer einsatzbereit. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet. Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft? Panzer halten. Ladeschütze und munitionieren im Bereitschaftsbunker.
We need ammo here.
The rifles are doing really well.
Feind gesichtet.
Great kill on the artillery.
One less enemy.
Rückwärts Marsch und zum Feind.
Really good kill for the Leopards there. Still taking out more infantry on the left.
Panzer einsatzbereit.
Careful, enemies nearby. Oh, I'm hit.
Bruder Kommandant.
We could have these push up.
Ziel zerstört.
Try and get some shots on the T-80s.
Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft? Volltreffer, Ziel zerstört.
Beautiful. I think the Leopard's coming up on the right here made it turn. That Leopard actually hit the mark pretty well. Would move it, but there's already supply there.
Roger, moving there. Ready to supply. Full throttle.
Let me move these back. Last thing we need is the whole lot being hit by a rocket artillery counter battery. That would be really bad. I'm gonna just bring in the rest of my M109s though.
Bereit für die Feuermission.
Speaking of rocket artillery,
Arbeit, Wegschütze.
make sure we take that out. Keep going, don't get stunned. Keep going. Oh. It was close for that Leopard, but there it is. That's victory. Round victory after 120 kills in 16 minutes 44 seconds. We did lose 3 Aufklärer. Oh, to their enemy recon, fair enough. And then the 2 A3s. 2 A3s and a Leopard 2 A3 leader. Oh, I lost one to a Metis squad. Interesting. Alright. Well, that's one attack repelled. Let's see if they go for it again. Not a fan of this salient. We're going to have to deal with that. The Rosvedka Battalion trying to block the Royal Scots.
Sir, the Belgian 16th Panzerdivisie has arrived. Where should they deploy?
Alright. We have the Belgians ready to go. Where can they deploy? Is there actually a choice? They can deploy further back. I guess that was like if you get pushed back at the start, you can choose to bring them in further back. But we will likely bring them in as far forwards as possible to support this bottom side push towards Castle. So we'll just bring them in here. And that's going to be units full of 1A5 and Leopard 1s. So we've got Leopard 1Bs, which are 16 penetration, 2,275 meter range, 60% accuracy, pretty decent gun, with only 8 front armor. And then there's one with a slightly better gun. Wow. Yeah, that's actually a really nice gun. Gepard B2. We've got more Belgian M109s, the AIFVs with mechanized infantry. Cool. All right, well, let's just start moving these up this way past Korbach. This is a reserve unit, Reservisten. I can probably just smash through those. That being said, it looks like they'll be backed up by artillery. Find it interesting. Okay, so yeah, we would have a major defeat here. The 7 points, that's going to be their infantry plus artillery. I don't know how far up I can push those. We're going to have to obviously attack here as well. It's kind of a rough battle because, like, I can't use 2 squads of these in one battle because they're both recon. So they act as an auxiliary. Maybe worth putting one up here with these units. But I am probably going to make an attack onto the BMP-2s here with the Belgians. That could be a really, really tough battle. Yeah, I need an auxiliary with these guys. I have the Belgian artillery though. Blues and Royals might as well continue up the road. We won't use them to attack because they're, again, still quite high on fatigue. Queen Zone Highlanders, again, yeah. Don't really want to force it. We'll just kind of shift these down. Continue up Highway 44. This Rosvedka Battalion. It looks like I'll be able to just plow through that. Move this up slightly. I don't really want to commit the Panzer Battalion, but I think we can. Just auto-resolve that. Kill that unit off. And then we kind of screen this Panzer battalion with the Jaeger battalions. I think that is fine. Leave those be. Yeah, this is certainly something I'm going to have to work towards. This is definitely an attack we can make. I think we'll go ahead and do this one first. Take on the Reserve Mordschützen Battalion with my Belgian armor, Leopard 1 BEs. And also, that's cool. Nice sort of special forces squad there. Yeah, the recon can join us as well. It says it's going to be a major defeat. The Mallorca P is the scariest thing that they have. Actually, I say that. These AT guns could be very, very bad for us. This could be a really fun battle. Before we actually take that engagement, I do want to move forwards. This. Okay. Okay, it's still not going to cover us anyway. So I guess we just go into this and we'll have to rely on... Do we have any? Okay, I might actually have to bring in some aircraft. I'm not sure if the Tornadoes is a good idea. We'll do Harriers. Tactical battle. Oh, they did get intercepted by the corner of it. Okay, good. Is that enough to stop them? No, it's not. They lost 2 planes. What planes are they bringing? It looks like mostly air-to-air MiGs. So maybe we don't commit the aircraft here. Alright, we'll tactical battle. Jump on in. Alright. This should be fun. It's actually a fully Belgian battle, which is not something that I think I've ever done before in WARNO. New to me. This map's actually kind of tough on the attack. We'll do a bunch of Leopards in the center. The good thing is we have 2,200 meter range engagement with like really cheap tanks. But these are only 2 points each. I think I'm just going to concentrate all of my forces into the middle. I might want to have a couple recon units on the right hand side and left hand side. We could do some Scorpions. Fun. Like a couple Scorpion Scimitar groups. Problem with these Scimitar Scorpions is, honestly speaking, they're not really worth the 2 points. So there is that. But if they can cover my flanks, then it's fine. Alright, we'll just spread out a few of these recon units. Recon infantry. And I'm going to launch the battle. I don't have any specific air-to-air Harriers. The GR5s are as close as it gets. We don't have any AA. So I think the best bet for me in this battle, unfortunately, is to just not buy any aircraft. I'm going to just spread these out on the left side. And these leopards can all just spread in the middle. That scorpion struggling to kill the Malyutka. I'll move this scimitar over as well. Scimitars could be really useful in this situation to help with cleaning up infantry. So I am going to bring up scimitars to back us up in the middle. We're going to have to almost force the engagement here in the center to make sure we don't fall too far behind on these points. And we'll have to go for a morale victory because there's no way I'm going to be able to get a total victory otherwise. And I do really want to get a total victory because this unit needs to go. It needs to get out of my way. So I'll get another leader. I could do a Sultan to just sit in here. And then the Leopard 1BE leader is free to move up. All the T-34s. Bring up even more leopards here. Make sure my supply is following me forwards. Make sure the recon continues up as well. These Spartans that come with these recon infantry, they're going to be pretty useful just to hang out with the leopards and try and get some damage in. Big concentration of forces on the right. Do I have much infantry to push in here? So those come in helicopters, which is not really ideal. I need infantry that can just push into this town. More T-34s than I thought. Okay, let's move this Leopard 1B to the left side there, because still a +6. Oh, that's the A109 coming in. Oh, we gotta keep our distance here. The sheer amount of forces is pretty scary. I'm going to also have quite a lot of forces over time. I think I can probably pop a couple of these Malyutkas. We do have very accurate guns, but we're just really not that tanky. Because these are looking at what, like 65% accuracy? 2 veterancy? Get these unloaded. They are important. We don't want to lose them in transports. And the line infantry can push forwards. Okay. Get some more tanks for the left. Tanks for the right. Got 8 minutes to work with. Try and move forwards. Some of these vehicles on the left. Most of the T-34s are dealt with, which is good. Much less threat where that comes from. Quite a few units behind this town. Those are the SPW 152s. That reservist unit was still in here, wasn't it? We'll have to go deal with that. Good hit. I'm surprised those T-34s are 2 points apiece. See about getting that ESR GVP into the high rises on the backside of the town. If I can push the leader out of this sector, it will cancel out the +3, I think. Oh no, that's a 2. Okay, so they'll be on a +1. We lost the scimitar. That should be goodbye to that leader shortly. Do we get any artillery? I don't think we do. These Belgian units. Pretty bare bones in terms of their combined arms capability. It's just really cool seeing these units working together. Especially under a starry sky. Very nice. Well, let's not lose a Scorpion. We're sitting on a +2 now, so that's good. I'm going to go for the 75 more morale kills. Bring forwards the Unimogs into this forest here. We keep trying to move forwards with the special forces. Good. I think there's a lot of units on this right hand side that we're not bumping into just yet. There's a good chance that I might be able to bring in Harrow GR5, but I think as soon as I do, I can't forget they got MiGs ready to go. Like the AA MiGs, MiG-21s, MiG-29s. Yeah, we shouldn't force that. I'm gonna put this one on idle nothing, this one on idle nothing. This one on idle nothing. Doing that basically will make them sit on the road instead of auto-covering into the nearby tree lines, and that will allow us to shoot any of these reinforcements coming up the road there. Slowly but surely making progress. What hit me there? Could have been like a T-34 at close range. It was something with a gun. Oh, it was an 85mm AT gun on the flank. I see. Not gonna tempt fate there. I think the best thing for me to do at this point is to actually just bring up more scimitars rather than leopards. It's just been slowly dismantling a poor reserve unit. I don't have anything to fight back against us. Like, after the T-34s went down, it just turned into an absolute turkey shoot. That's a very cool view. Just spawn killing them now. Gonna try and get up to this tree line here. Gotta clean them out. Slowly but surely. And that infantry is in trouble. Rather not lose that infantry if possible, just because they are quite a valuable part of these units. It just about managed to save them. That's a lot of Mahalioticas, I think, there. Thankfully, our accuracy is paying off. I will smick that and just have that. Then we'll come back off the ridge there. I couldn't save that. Unfortunate. A little bit lazy on the left-hand side there. Let's just head towards the spawn. Really not too far to go now. Pretty smooth and sequential battle. Got to kill off the last 15 points worth of units. Really shouldn't take too long. Three more. One. Killing a couple leader units would be great, actually. Recon unit, that would be good too. But that's going to be victory with the Belgians. 120 kills, 6 losses. Yeah, much smoother than I thought it would go, especially considering they did manage to get their aircraft through. So that will hopefully just destroy them. It didn't destroy them. But that's not the end of the world. Because we can attack them again. Ah, that's a pain. Yeah, this is why I really wanted it to just destroy them. Because there's no way that's a draw on the auto resolve. That's really unfortunate. They will retreat next turn, so we won't like force the issue too much. I can just kind of move up here. I'm going to move one of these units this way just so we get rid of that little salient there. And we'll leave those two where they are. Okay, well, unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. In the next episode, lots of opportunity. Lots and lots and lots of opportunity here on the front. We will potentially be taking on a battle against these T-80s, although I think that will be a very bloody battle for the Belgians. Going to be real tough. I think it'd be worth bringing in the Grenadiers over the line infantry. I think they are more or less the same. Yeah, that's going to be a tough nut to crack, but it should be good fun. That's it for now. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.